What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Summer Career Mode. This is episode number 58, and we're starting today's episode off recapping what happened right towards the end of the last episode. Our loss to Manchester City, my former team, dumped us out of the Champions League in the quarter-final, and now we know my top scorer, my main man, 20 goals in 31 in the Serie A, the third highest scorer in the league, is done for the season. Dislocated his shoulder. I should have took him off. Why did I keep him out there? The game was done. The time was over. We conceded 3 in the first half against Man City. Why did I just take him off and think about this game on the weekend at home to Empoli? Forget about the Champions League. We're going out. It's over. We can still try and battle for a top 4 place. Why didn't I take him off? Oh, you just never know. Get an early goal. No, of course I knew. It's Man City. What was I thinking? I only got myself to blame. Keane, dislocated shoulder, done for this season. And the question is now, can we pull it off? Outside of the top 4 with 7 games to go, behind Lazio on the head-to-head record, behind Milan and Juve as well. I think it's Juve and Roma a straight shootout for the title now. We're not going to win the title. 7 games to go, 11-point gap. We're not going to win the title, but only behind Lazio on the head-to-head, we can still make the top 4. Fail to do that, and I don't think I'll keep my job for next season. So heading into the first game here at home to Empoli, 3 defeats in our last 4 in all competitions. Just... man, an awful run of form with Inter, our worst since taking over, and at home to Empoli, I was thinking, this has got to be a banker, surely. I know we're missing Keane, but this should be a banker. Well, tied at the break, and in the second half, created absolutely nothing. Still currently level, with 2 minutes of normal time to go. And I tell you what, guys. Absolute relief at this moment here. Yep, Satriano comes off the bench and wins it with a minute of normal time to go. And you see what it means as well. I ran down the touchline. Uni Simon slumps to his knees. Inter could not afford a slip up in this game. And Satriano off the bench for Chiesa, who scored our first, wins it with a minute to go. 2-1 the final score, and I not won this game. I mean, Empoli literally just passed the ball around all game long. We've got so many shots, they all came on the counter though. Empoli, they just wanted to pass the ball around and keep hold of the ball all game long, but huge win there. Now, we do cut the gap to Roma to 8 points with 6 games to go now. On the back of that win, but forget about it. I'm not even thinking about it. I know our objective was to win the league title. I know our objective to win a domestic double and reach the final Champions League. Well, one of those 3's already been failed, but I'm not even thinking about Roma. I'm not even thinking about Juve in second. All I'm thinking is Milan in third, and right now Lazio in fourth. They're still ahead of us on the head-to-head record. The big blow for us is due to how tight it is. Both Milan and Lazio have better head-to-head records than we do. Even Juve do. Even Juve, all of the 3 teams from second to fourth have got better head-to-head records than we do. So if we finish level on points, unlike in the Premier League, the Serie A is determined on tiebreaker on points first by head-to-head. So if we finish level with either Milan, Lazio or Juventus, we will finish a place below them. Because of the head-to-head record, we've got a worse record than all 3. All 3 of those teams got a worse head-to-head record down. So we need to finish at least 1 point above all 3. Right now, we're behind Lazio on the head-to-head record, which means destiny, technically, with 6 games to go, is out of our hands. But still, a few games remaining. And all we can do is do our best. I think we've got to win at least 6 of our final 8. At least 6 of our final 8 to have any chance of making the top 4. So, heading into the following game, Sampdoria away. Just about got back to winning ways against Empoli and back-to-back wins in the Serie A. I thought, can I make it 3 straight in the league? Put that disappointing loss to Man City in the Champions League behind us. Missing Moise Keane, but can we get a big victory here on the road against Sampdoria? Well, we were leading by 2, and whilst the hosts would grab a goal back later on 12 minutes to go, Sampdoria trying to pass out from the back here, giving the ball away. Quick little attack. Sampdoria make it 2-1. We would, thankfully, hold on for the win away from home. Final score, Sampdoria 2, Sampdoria 1, Inter Milan 2, and a Federico Chiesa brace gives us the 3 points. 3 goals in 2 games for Chiesa, and there's no doubt about it. Now, I'll be honest, since I signed him on deadline day, he's not been that great. Like, he's been alright. He obviously scored the goals in the Coppa Italia semi-final first leg against Fiorentina, his former team, to help us get through to the final. But he hasn't he hasn't scored that many, and fair enough. He's, as I always say, you know, I always say, we only just joined Inter. In this Inter team, as I mentioned, we took over. The system they played, a 3-5-2, as we know, or the 5-3-2, 3-5-2, whatever, we know that obviously we got two men up top, and one is the out-and-out number 9, and the other plays off the shoulder. So to be fair, Chiesa is that player, the support striker, if you will, the deep line forward, the man that connects the midfield to the main man up top. So it's not too surprising that Keane obviously scored the vast majority of the goals, and Chiesa only chipped in with a couple. But now I can't afford Chiesa to take a back seat. He needs to be a complete forward, not a deep line forward. I need him to get more goals. 3-2 as we made it 3 wins in a row in the Serie A. And for the following game, Cagliari here back at the San Siro, and I desperately needed to make it 4 straight. We just got back into top 4. 5 games to go, but like I said, due to how tight it is right now, and the fact we've got the worst head-to-head record against all the teams above us, we've got to keep winning. I said we need to win at least a minimum of 6 of the remaining 8 games. Well, back-to-back wins in the first of the final 7, great way to start, and then against Cagliari after Memphis opened the scoring, Matheus Nunes. He's been so big for me since coming in, and when an ever-present member of my first team, practically the first name on the team sheet alongside Denzel Dumfries, makes it 2-0. And that would do it. Final score, Inter 2, Cagliari 0. First clean sheet in several games, and a big one there against Cagliari. So, 4 straight wins in the Serie A, and that means now with 4 games to go, well, out of nowhere, we've cut the gap on Roma, and now Juve, who go top to 6 points. And we've also got a bit of separation on Lazio, who have dropped to 5th. But this is the final month of May, where you either become champions, or you're Champions League, or you're a choker. And these are our final 4. Bologna, Fiorentina, Hellas Verona as well. And then the cup final. By the way, to briefly on this, the cup final is going to come in the next episode. Now, you might have noticed the fixture schedule in there. The cup final is actually the penultimate game of the season. It comes on Wednesday night, and then the final day is against Napoli, match day 38 on the weekend. But what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that in the final episode I've got 2 games to play, not just 1, because I don't want to do a 1-game episode twice. I don't want to do a cup final 1-game episode, and then a final day 1 game episode 2. I want to make sure there's at least a couple of games for the final. I think we'll be too short otherwise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the cup final next. The next episode will be the cup final, but I won't show you what happened in the Hellas Verona game. That'll be kept footage, separate footage. I'll make sure in the editing you won't see what happens in that game, and you'll see the final 2 games together as we try our best to possibly pull off the comeback of all comebacks and win the Serie A title, or at least stay in the top 4. Because for the following game, Bologna away, Memphis makes it 2 goals into a 9 for the season, and we lead at a break by 1. And I was thinking, I tell you what, I was looking for a response after that loss to Man City. We're missing Moise Kean. I could not have had, and I could not have asked for, a better response. 4 straight wins in the Serie A. We cut the gap to 6 at the top of the table. We're missing our top scorer, we're still getting the goals, and we're now leading by a goal at Bologna. Memphis had one flagged up for offside, and correctly so as well. And with 20 minutes to go here, a chance to make it 2. Denzel Dumfries puts it straight at the goalkeeper, and then heads the following effort onto the roof of the net. Still leading by a goal though here away in Bologna, and thankfully would hold on to the win as well. Back-to-back clean sheets, another win for Inter. 5 straight in the Serie A, and a huge one there, as you'll see right now. We have those back-to-back clean sheets, finally my defence picking up, and the gap remains at 6. 3 games to go. We've now gone 6 clear of Lazio as well, and that means win 2 of our final 3, and we guarantee a top 4 place. Yup, Lazio have totally fallen away right when it matters most. Thank God for that. Sarri's side really struggling at the end of the season, and we know now, win 2 of our final 3, and we'll be in the top 4, and we'll be in the Champions League for next season. But there is still a very slight chance, and when I say very slight, I mean it's like the chance of me getting married at 30, you know, I'm 30 in November. It's not going to happen, Docs, let it go. you know, that we could win the title. 6 points behind Juve and Roma. There's still a chance, but yes, 6 points clear of Lazio, win 2 of the final 3, and we are indeed into the Champions League for next season. But for the final game of today's episode here, our penultimate at home this season, Fiorentina taking on the lads from Tuscany, looking for revenge after we dumped them out of the cup in the semi-final, and half an hour in, well, they had the lead, and I was thinking, this is typical me, isn't it? Typical me. When I feel like there's nothing to play for, or I've absolutely bottled it, I start winning. But when I know I'm like a game or two away from doing something I need to do, I then start choking. Carlos Soler makes it 1-0, but this man's been in fine form recently. Memphis with another, I think it's 4 in 4 now for our number 10, as he makes it 1-1, and we find our level soon after the Spaniard made it 1-0 for Fiorentina. We're back on level terms, it's 1-1, and a few minutes afterwards, oh goodness, what a shocking pass this was by Vigna, straight to Federico Chiesa. He's not your teammate anymore, mate, he plays for us. Awful pass, Chiesa intercepts, rolls it through, and Memphis makes it 2-1 and bags a quick fire brace. 2-1 into Milan. Memphis with another 11 and 18 now, and this is what I need. No Moise Keane. I need Memphis and Chiesa to bang them in. So far, so good. Inter come from behind to lead. It's 2-1, and with 16 minutes to go, a chance to wrap it up. Kefren around, looking for his first goal for the club. Hits the crossbar, and eventually it trickles behind for a goal kick. Fortunately, I didn't need a 2-goal cushion because we hold on to the 1-goal victory for the second game in a row. Final score at the San Siro after coming from behind. Into 2. Fiorentina 1, and with 2 games to go, well, it's over now. You'll see the league table in just a moment's time. We can't win the title. Yep, Juve have got a better head-to-head record than us right now, and they're 6 points clear at the top. And that means we can no longer be crowned Serie A champions because their head record. We could win both our games 20-0, and Juve and Roma could lose both their games 20-0. Wouldn't matter, but we're now 6 points clear of Lazio, which means that all we need for the final 2 is just a point, and we will be in the Champions League next season. And Roma face Lazio in their very next game as well, in a Rome derby too. So surely we're going to be in the Champions League next season. We won't win the title, but at least we'll remain in the Champions League. But that will end today's episode of the Real Summer Career, guys. Big fan of watching. And once again, just a quick reminder, I'll save the Hellas Verona game for 2 episodes' time. The next episode will be a 1-game special, the Coppa Italia final against Napoli, as we look to save our season after a really tough debut at the San Siro and try and get at least 1 honour this year. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the Coppa Italia final versus Napoli, my first cup final of Inter Milan very soon.